Most High God, if there's anybody trying to interfere with this reading, please block them so we can receive the messages that you brought us here to receive. Do step in and deliver your messages to we, your children. Interesting. So before we start the reading, I was told to use this deck so that we can get who this reading is about. Y'all notice that they have my my video turned backwards, so all the words they show up backwards. Never used to be like that, innit? I was trying to do a different setup, but I'll need like a mirror so I can see the cards. I probably have to use the back mirror. I usually use the front mirror on my phone. Well, the screen mirror, but I'll have to use the camera. Why am I saying mirror? But I'll have to work out that setup so I can still see when I'm showing you the cards. So let's see what industry or person or what from this deck God wants to share with us as to who this reading is for. So this is gonna be a reading about your financial situation, whoever comes out. It's like somebody was trying to drain my energy when I turned on the camera. Felt really weak. I'm here, bitch. You lie, bitch. Alrighty. Are you ready, kids? Aye, aye, Captain. Oh. Who lives in a pineapple under the tree? God damn, pineapple under the tree. The money tree? Let's see. So who lives in a pineapple under the tree? I know that's significant. But a pineapple under the tree. Pineapple. What are we doing with that? Pineapple under that tree. Yay. Drum roll, please. at the bottom of the deck. Open conversation to God. For God. To God? Maybe you need to talk to God, whoever you are. We're about to find out. So, whoa. Okay, hate. Interesting. Financial reading. Who is it for? Hate. Damn, who's that? Secret society? Government? See the more underlying issue. How many cards are we digging down? 5, 1, 2, or 3, or 4, or 5. I'm feeling the 6 1 too. So let's see. So we got open conversation for God. Then we got that pop music. Oh, aren't you glad I'm here? Then we have sex life. That's talking about the interaction, you know, because I did a reading before, and these pop music people, these music industry people, they were wondering how come we're not making money like we used to. And my thing is, what kind of motherfucking idiots do you have at the head of your organization? The answer is simple. There's too much hate in the music. There's too much negativity being pushed on intelligent people. And we don't like it. It's an insult. So we're not supporting you. You're not doing anything for us. When you go into a shop, you don't buy shit that you don't want or like or need. We don't like your music. And we don't like you. The people with the money, we don't like you. The people with the sense, we don't like you. Maybe you can get the children to like you, but they ain't got no money. Maybe you can get the children to buy into the fuckery that you're trying to sell us in your music, but they don't have any money. Duh. Didn't think of that, did you? You're full of so much hate. You just want to push this hate on the fucking nation so much. You want to pump all this gay shit, all this whoredom, all this stealing, all this, what else? Fucking vanity, materialism, shooting each other, hating on each other. You want to push all that negativity on us. The children love it. The sensible people, we know better. The ones with the money know better. So we can start off the conversation just like that. The picnic them not have no money. So they can't buy your music, they can't support, they can't buy concert tickets. The parents have to buy that. And also you've trained the nation to be unambitious and lazy and to look to violence and all that shit to make money. So they have no money. You fucked yourself. How many of you are on the head? How many of you on the board? How many heads are on the board of founders or commanders, the ones who the CEO, the ones who spearhead how things run in the music industry? How many of you are there? And none of you got the sense to know that this is what the issue is. Is that what you want me to believe? All you need to get fired. Including you, the head person. You need to get fired too. Fire yourself. Because you're just as dumb. What kind of people really are in control of the music and the movie industry? That's why everything is going to shit. You're not very bright. You have evil genius, but you ain't got no business sense. None of you, obviously, or none of you with the power to make changes, Maybe the ones who have the knowledge, y'all shut them up. So they have to shut up and just watch you as you ruin the whole industry. And now you're wondering, how come we can't make money like we used to? The music is online for free. We don't need to pay for it. We could screen record it. Pay for a subscription of Spotify or Deezer or whatever music platforms there are out there and just play the music. We don't need to buy it. Music right now, the bulk of money from music will be in live performances. And merchandise. That's the truth of the matter. You shut yourself out. So the artists have to make their live performances worthy of watching. So that when we finished having fun in the arena, we want to buy the merchandise as memorabilia. Y'all have to come up with different ways to make money for the music industry. Because what you're doing is not working. Y'all are terrible managers. So yeah, so it's all about the pop music and the exchange. The exchange. How come we're not how the pop music industry still want to know how come we're not being supported like we used to. They want to know how come we're not making money, like we're not getting views like we used to. We have to fake all the numbers, make it look like we're still a success, but really and truly the people behind the scenes who's supposed to be collecting that big wad of cash, your pockets are hurting. So you can fake the numbers all you like to create an impression for us like y'all are so successful. You're not. Fact check the mainstream news report. We got dancehall coming out after that. And it's not talking about the music genre. It's talking about the dance, movement, choreography, how things are set up, how you're moving. You're faking the numbers, but your pocket them know the truth. Your bank account know the truth. About your money. Things ain't going so well. Reptilians, exactly. You're too mean. You need to get back into your heart and soul. You need to find balance. Look, mosque and temple. Spirituality, morality, balance. Your foundation is out of whack. So everything else outside of you is going to represent that because you think that you can come in the world and make it into what you want to make it into. And still win. Who's in charge of risk assessments in your organization? They're not doing a good job. They need to get fired too. All you need to get fired. And I didn't go to business school. I'm not the most business savvy person, but this is just common sense talking. It's not hard. Before there was any business school, The first teacher had to have common sense to understand the science of what is going on. Then they can teach. I'm watching, so I understand what's going on. People are watching. Other people understand what's going on. How come you can't understand what's going on? It's because you are too focused on your aims and objectives, and you're not really doing proper risk assessments to understand how that is going to work or not work. Look, universal watch followed by work. It's not rocket science. You're terrible at what you're doing. And that's why the whole industry is going to shit. The music industry is falling. The movie industry is falling. The medical industry is falling. The schools are falling. The pharmaceutical industry is falling. Everything is crumbling. Why? Because you're working out of your reptilian intelligence. You think that reptilian intelligence is so strong, so potent. It's not. They're good for what they're good for. Everything is good for what it's good for. Everyone is good for what they're good for. They're clearly not great business managers. So this is for the pop music with their hate. Let me take out the pop music card. This is a financial reading when it comes to the pop music and all the hate that they've been pushing. And it's not just pop music. Music industry. I should have put a music industry card. I got them split up. I don't think I have a music industry card. The reptilians are evil geniuses. They're not business savvy. Apparently. If you didn't know, now you know. So this one is for the music industry. Y'all want to know how come it's failing. Anyway, let's see what God wants you to know. Music industry people. I've said this so many times. What I said before, I said that so many times. I clearly think I'm an idiot. Look at you, whoever you are typing. If you're speaking to somebody, are you going to speak in a language that they don't understand? Do I look like I speak whatever that they be? Do I look like I'd be able to comprehend? Do you want me to comprehend whatever you're talking? Obviously not. So why the fuck you talking to me? What's your name? Can't even say your name. Let me screenshot this. I'm talking to you, idiot. Let me get back to work. Come and run your bumbleclap mouth, talking some next language. Obviously, you speak some level of English, or else you wouldn't be watching this reading, because I don't even speak proper English more time. So why you choose to speak to me in that language? You can't curse me. I'm too blessed to be cursed. I'm anointed, in case you haven't noticed. I'm not a regular human being. And all the artists that you cut out of the music industry who's supposed to be in the music industry just because they're not doing the fuckery that you want them to do. Poor management. You're an idiot. Even people who run a circus know that when you're running a circus, you need to keep the bumbleclad animal them healthy and happy. It's a must. How many of the artists out there are healthy and happy right now? Shout out to Kanye. And Tweet. And Missy Elliott. And all the greats who were killed. The Bob Marleys and the Peter Tosh. The Garnet Silk. The Whitney Houston. The Michael Jackson. The Tupac. Where is Kanye? What are you doing with Kanye's reputation? Who is this look-alike that's prancing around with Bianca Sensori, aka Eva Sensoria? Why are you using this Kanye look-alike to spoil Kanye's reputation? Why do you persecute Kanye for speaking the truth? If you don't want to hear that type of truth, you should live a different life. Why is it that every successful black man leave the industry poor? Why is it that every successful black man has to have a white wife? Fuck you. Every successful black woman needs to have a white husband. By the time their career ends, they don't have nothing. They have debts. Some of them end up on the street. From all the way up at the top to all the way down at the bottom. Why is it that Angie Stone died claiming say she can't get her royalties? Why? Because some third party, the company that she was relying on to properly register her song so she can receive her royalties, didn't do their job properly. That's a professional business. Is it a mistake? I think not. How many other of these superstars you have these horrible plans for? These people can't have love in their life. They have to have handlers. What is that about? And then you expect them to put their best out there. What percentage of the music industry is black? What percentage of the music industry is black artists, black songwriters, all the money makers, all the actual money makers? What percentage of fucking them is black? They're the ones putting money in your rascal pocket. Yet still they're the one being treated like shit the most. They are the reason why you live in a huge house. They are the reason why you can pay your medical bills. They are the reason why you drive the type of car you can. They are the reasons why your status is where it is. They are the reason why you have a yacht. They're the reason why your children them live the type of lifestyle that they live. They are your lifeline. Without them doing their work, you wouldn't have much. A huge chunk, a bigger chunk than what the fuck you're experiencing right now of your income would disappear just like that, almost overnight. What percentage of the music industry is black? What percentage of the money making machine of the music industry is black people? And how much regard and respect are they given? Also, tell me, what percentage of their overall persona is this? And what percentage do you dictate, Mr. and Mrs. Corporate Reptilian Guy of the music industry? How much of themselves are they able to put out into the public? The lifestyle that you bribed them with, the lifestyle that you what's the word I'm looking for, you plugged them into, it's now coming back to bite you in your ass. Did you know that Kanye did the song I'm Humming while his mouth was wired shut after whatever accident he got into? what do you call that? Dedication. What do you call that? Fire. What do you call that? I'm motivated. What do you call that? I love this shit. What do you call that? I do this shit. What do you call that? I am this shit. Not even his mouth being wired shut could stop him. You're an idiot. Why put restrictions and reins and all type of dumb shit on somebody who is that moved? If a money you really want, let them do their thing. Your involvement should be minimal. They're making you money and they're quite happy to make you money. They know you're getting the bulk of the money and they still do what they do anyway. Because they're getting whatever they want out of it. But that's not good enough for you. You have to still dictate who they are and how they move and who they talk to, who they fall in love with, who they marry. You have to dictate everything. How much money they spend, what they spend their money on. Because if a lot of these black artists were allowed to spend their money how they wanted to, there would be a lot more black businesses. There would be a lot more black schools. They would have built up the black community. But I guess part of the contract is for them to not spend their money with black people. They can't marry a black woman and allow the black woman to enjoy the goodness of life that money can afford. Oh no, that's too good for us. And they do all that to please you. And still you treat them like shit. And expect to get the better of them. You expect them to put their best work out there. You expect them to keep being faithful and keep making money for you. You fucked up the formula, Mr. and Mrs. Corporate Reptilian Music Guy. You fucked up the formula because the music industry was very lucrative at one point. Even if the artists weren't getting a lot of money, because even TLC used to complain about how much money they're not getting. So many artists have complained about the type of pay that they get when everything is on them. The beat is on them. The lyrics is on them. The melody is on them. Going out there and actually making the crowd come alive is on them. Those are major parts of the formula, the overall formula. Maybe the wardrobe even is on them. The hair, the makeup. And what do they get for it? You couldn't do that to me. I know you desperately wanted me to be one of your fucking little pets in your zoo or in your circus. But because I had an inkling that this is how you are, I was like, fuck you. That stupid contract that you send, what's his name? The Rasta man. What's his name? I don't remember what his name is. The fuckery that was written on that contract. I'm no genius, but I know that that was shit. I'm not working under those I'm not working under them kind of conditions. So first of all, you approached me wrong. You approached me wrong. Like, what kind of respect you are showing for me when that's the type of contract? 5-year contract. And at the end of the 5 years, I have to pay back all expenses. So I will definitely be in debt when it's all done. All the travel expenses, all the hotel expenses, food and everything, they'll be paid for me during the 5 years. And at the end of that 5 years, I have to pay back all the money there. So I know that that's not fair. It doesn't take a genius to figure out that that's not fair. So I'm going out there, I'm writing my songs. I do my own my own wardrobe, my own hair. I can do all them things. I write my own songs. I could build my beat if I had the equipment. I come up with the melodies. I have to do the performance. So am I really getting paid? And at the end of it, I have a 5 years worth of, so I have to pay for my own accommodation when I go wherever I go. I have to pay for my own food and people want to see me overseas and I have to pay my own accommodation and my own food and everything. But you set it up like say they're paying it for me. So I was supposed to forget that at the end of this joyous ride, I'll have this huge ass debt. No, I can't forget that. That's a stupid contract. Anybody who agreed to that is a fucking idiot. So you approached me wrong. I knew to say no to that. What the rest of my name? Lennox is his real name, I feel, but I'm trying to remember the Rasta name. So long me not even deal with them people. Lennox Truitt. I can't remember what his name is. I think Lennox Truitt his real name is. Rastaman kind of look like Capleton. Walk with a limp. He lived just across the way from me, where my father's house is. I can't remember his name. God don't want me to remember his name, but you know who I'm talking about. You sent him. Think me some kind of mumu? Hey? Me look like a mumu to you? Yeah, mumu, yes, just a little bit. Not a big mumu, me a small mumu. And with God on my side, my mumu ship even got smaller. Lunch with Chanel. Are my teeth clean? I don't really care. Take a picture. Don't care. So let's dig in here. Let's see what it is that's going on. Through the wire. Fuck happened to R. Kelly? Eh? Bill Cosby. Eh? You're ruining the industry yourself just because you can't control these people. You don't want them to have no kind of power whatsoever over their own existence. Want to get none, bruv. Nobody ever teach you that? Want to get none. Through the wire. And then you take yourself over to Japan. Why the Japan boy band them sound like the American boy band? So aren't they fucking Japanese? You're really a fool. Let me tell you something, okay? Let me tell you another gem. The beauty about music is the versatility of it. What you're doing with the fucking music industry is like this. Let me explain it to you in a language that you might understand. You have an art gallery, and almost all the pictures in the art gallery look the fucking same. Once I've seen one, it's like I've seen them all. There's no need to explore. Boring as shit. Waste of money. Waste of time. Everybody look the same. Everybody sound the same. People are not allowed to be their own self. God is a lot more creative than that. And what I realize you keep doing with these artists too is using one to replace the other. So it's like Cardi B was supposed to come in and replace Nicki Minaj. I guess Beyonce was supposed to come in and replace Aaliyah. Who else? It's like y'all were using Steph London to replace Nicki and that didn't work. So then you find Cardi. Who else? It just I was watching the game, man, and now this girl coming to replace Rihanna. Y'all get Rihanna out of the way and bring in this South African girl. What's she name? I don't even know what the fuck her name is. That fucking Rihanna wannabe. Bitch, you can't do Rihanna like Rihanna. Rihanna is the Dan Gargan of Rihanna hood. Of Rihanna dumb. Dumb. Where's your own personality? You run race with Rihanna. Why? Because you're an idiot. You're so glad to come into the music industry and replace Rihanna. Are you happy? Now you see what the music industry is all about. You've been in there long enough to have seen and experienced some things. What the fuck is her name? I really don't keep up with you people, you know. It's just be a bullshitter going in the music right now. So I don't really care to pay attention. That's why I don't know anybody's names. I think her name starts with a T. The South African girl who looked like Rihanna. The Rihanna wannabe. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Everybody sound the same. Everybody look the same. And you expect. When it comes to the music business, you got your James Brown, you got your Aretha Franklin, you got your Patti LaBelle, you got your Tina Turner, you got your Nat King Cole, you got your Sam Cooke, you got your Etta James. All these artists, look, just pay attention to what music was like in that era. And what's that? Let's get it on. Marvin Gaye. Everybody had their own energy. Everybody had their own vibe. Everybody had their own zest. There was versatility. We had love for all of them. That's what music is supposed to be about. Now you got so many replicas of Lil Wayne. Sometimes I hear the music and I wonder, wait, a Lil Wayne that next minute? No. You hear somebody around, is that Rihanna? No, it's not Rihanna. You hear somebody, is that Nicki? No, it's not Nicki. Everybody want to be who is already at the top. And you expect to run a successful business on that formula. A successful music business. It's a dud. You wanna how come you're not making? You got to know for ask how come you're really for any one of you who are asking why the music business isn't making money like it used to. You are a true cunt, especially if you call yourself a corporate person, a businessman or businesswoman. You need to take your ass back to school. Because the answer is obvious. Why the fuck would we pay money to go see a fucking duplicate of another artist? A wannabe. Make it make sense. It's my show. I can do what the fuck I want. I can take as long as I want. Nobody's paying me for this. God pay me for this. YouTube, y'all made sure that YouTube not paying me any money. Y'all shut down my bank account. Nobody's fucking paying me for this. I will take my sweet time if I so choose. Especially since I'm reading for you motherfuckers. Maybe if I was reading for somebody else, I'd be more courteous today. But not for you. You deserve exactly what you're getting here. Like to waste people time. Time is money. Let me waste your time. You like to have control over people. Let me control you today. Because I know you want to hear what the fuck is going to come out in this message. So I know you're still here. Reptilian Mr. and Mrs. Corporate music industry peoples. I know you're still here. You're not going anywhere. Dance, bitch, dance! So, the subject matter of your message regarding the hate that's overrun the music industry, the pop music industry, the rap industry, everywhere that you spread hate by the reptilians. The subject matter regarding your money situation. Ew. We got penalty, but it's in the reverse. What's that about? Am I holding the deck in reverse? Why I am. But let's see. Let's check the energy. Where are you? Feels correct this way. Let's just make sure, shall we? There's surely conflict. The two energies are very, very close to the same, and that could be because you're the one that's in charge of the shit, so you do not penalize yourself. But let's see how God wants this to be interpreted in this reading. Because I know you are getting a penalty. The lack of money that's coming in now is your penalty. So if you think you're above the law, you're above your own law, not God law. Learn that. It's supposed to be interpreted this way. Okay? So we got penalty in the reverse. That's the subject matter. Penalty in the reverse. Let's get your message. Or maybe penalty is talking about how you're trying to victimize us. And God is like, nope, it's not working. You want to use the music industry to lead us astray. We the listeners, we the audience, we the masses. Maybe that's what that means, but it'll all make sense in a minute. Penalty is in the reverse. So we got kids' account, see? Only the children. And we got tax back. Where you want them to use their tax back money, you know, because in America they claim money for each child or some shit like that. So anyway, we got in the woods and we got tax again as the underlying issue. Interesting. All right, Most High, make it make sense. Let's see how many. So we got front yard, got money earned and money spent. And then we got government interference. That would be you, idiot. Mr. and Mrs. Corporate Music Guy and Gal. Don't ask me why I say it like that, because I already said Mr. and Mrs. Corporate. I should stop it there, but it just feels good to say Mr. and Mrs. Corporate Guy and Gal. Mr. and Mrs. Corporate Guy. Mr. and Mrs. Corporate. That's it. Okay, so yeah. So what does God want to tell you? We got kids account and tax back. Only the children you can fool with the nonsense that you got putting out into the public today, and they ain't got no money, bruv. They ain't got no money. They can't buy no bumbleclot tickets unless their parent give them. They can't buy no streams online unless their parent fund it. They can't buy your memorabilia unless their parents pay for it. And we know it's nonsense, so we're not buying it. All right, Mosai, we need to dig into this. So, what are we clarifying first? The kids' account. And where do we go for that clarification? I was just moving those out the way. Don't get scared. I don't have all those cards to read. My tarot box is getting full. I need to make a bigger one. I got more decks now, so need more space. So kids account, clarifying kids account. Expect them to try again. Wanted to show itself. At the bottom of the deck, we got they will be punished. You hear that? Keep on doing your bullshit. Y'all not giving up. You still gonna do your fuckery. No problem. See your penalty coming. So it's like God is giving you one more chance. But God know you're going to fuck up anyway. So your penalty will come. So up until now, it's like God is absolving you of your crimes. So beyond this point of this video, you continue, you'll be accumulating your karma. Right now, what you're experiencing with your money is because of your own idiocy, idiocracy, idioticness. That word. So before I continue, let me check to see. Interpretation. It's 2 cards. Oh, it's 3 cards. These energies are so close. Okay. All right. So this one is in the upright. So clarifying the kids' account, we've got number of persons involved, 101 to 200. And we got the lies aren't working anymore. So not even the children are believing the fuckery. The children don't even like the music anymore. Yeah, we got time is running out. Number of persons involved, more than 5,000. And they believe you will beg. And you are begging. So not even the children are interested in this nonsense anymore. Your lies aren't working anymore. So they're paying attention to different music now. You're insulting our intelligence. Even the babies don't like the bullshit. Time is running out. Number of persons involved. And then we got, they believe you will beg. Let's see the underlying thingy-majiggy. Interesting. We got number of persons involved, 26 to 30. And we got the private sector. And we got the dark magic. And we got the truth will come out eventually. So you see, even, look, you're victimizing the children. You're teaching them fuckery. They're not going to like that. And look, we got number of persons involved, 501 to 1,000. And that followed by, expect them to try again, but the access will be denied. You will be punished. So that's clarifying the kids. So you're trying to work on the kids. The kids don't have no money, first of all. Okay? And second of all, they're not going to be interested in the music soon either. If it's not already happening. I'm sure you see the numbers declining. They're not interested. They know better. You're insulting the humans. Sometimes we behave very badly, but give us our credit where our credit is actually due. It'll work out better for you. You have to be honest. But you're not going to. You're going to try again and God going to fuck you up. So that's the overall piece of the message that you need to pay attention to, Mr. and Mistress corporate music people. Okay? So, yeah, the kids, they're the only ones that are listening to the music right now, and they're falling out of love with it too. Okay? They know it's nonsense, and more and more of them are going to know that it's nonsense, and they're gonna stop listening to it. So your music industry is on a trajectory to take even more hits, more losses. Okay? In case you didn't know. Now you know. It's not rocket science. What else are we clarifying here, please? Government interference. Okay. So the underlying issue is in the woods. So what does that mean? In the woods is full of trees. Everything does kind of look the same in the woods. It's like if you go into the woods and you're not on a trail, you could easily get lost. So it's like everybody look and sound the same, and it's taxing. It's stressful. It's a waste of time. Yeah, so they're giving you your tax back. They're releasing themselves from that taxing feeling. They're bored. The children are bored. The shit is repetitive. Everybody sound like everybody look like everybody talk about the same things, which is nothing. Shit ain't working. I don't care how cute you make them. I don't care how important they say they are. Even the children know better. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. That's why I say all y'all on the board need firing. You need to fire yourselves. I'm not even trying to be funny. So, everybody look the same and it's just tiring. It's taxing. Then we got front yard, money earned, money spent. Then we got government interference. Front yard. The front yard is what you see first when you go to somebody's house. It's how people, well, the first impression. I'm getting first impression from front yard. Money earned. And we got money spent. Government interference. So the children are getting tired of the monotony when it comes to the pop music and whatever other type of music. When it comes to music, the children are tired of the same old shit over and over. So they are leaving. The underlying issue is everybody look the same, everybody sound the same, everybody talk about the same thing. And they're tired of it. So we got front yard, money earned, money spent, government interference. So it's like in the beginning, or it look like, okay, so you're making it look like you're actually earning money from it, and then you're making it look like you spent the money. So who are you trying to fool, Mr. and Mrs. Corporate? You're trying to fool what? Your investors into thinking that the music business is still a thriving business. It's not. So if you're an investor in the music business, just know that it is a failing industry. The information that you're getting, the information that Mr. and Mrs. Corporate is giving you is false information. It's a front. They're making it look like they got money, but they spent it. They're not making any money. The music industry is not making any money to talk about. That's the truth of the matter. So you might want to pull your money out because you're wasting your money. So if you are an investor and you invest in the music business expecting to get some returns, and they're coming to you telling you that they spent the money already on something else, it's a lie. They are mismanaging the business. Everybody look the same, everybody sound the same, everybody's talking the same. So therefore, people are losing interest in the music. And that's why these new artists can't make any money for the industry. We're tired of hearing the same old shit. It's boring. It's empty and it's boring. So these people who are head of the music industry, they are poorly managing the music industry. They are poorly managing the artists. They don't know what they're doing, so they're losing your money. Every time you put money into it, you lose it. They didn't spend it because they didn't get any to spend in the first place. So this government interference could possibly be you, the investors, the one who are over Mr. and Mrs. Music corporate people. So let's clarify that to find out what's happening. So they're trying to make you believe, they're trying to make it look like front yard card, what you want to present to the public. They want to make it look like they got money and they spent it. It's lies. It's a failing industry. You're gonna make a lot of loss in this business, not profit anymore. Once upon a time it was profitable. Not anymore. Clarifying government interference. So this could be a warning for you to stop investing in the music industry. They're throwing your money away on these stupid, empty artists, these talentless people. They don't have no sense. They don't have nothing to write. All they have is beauty, and they can go on stage and hold a mic and sing a song and dance. That's it. They have no substance. Even your writers too. Because if they're singing songs that people don't want to hear, it come from the writer. So if they didn't write it, whoever is the ghost writers or whatever, they need to get fired too. They're losing you money. So whoever is at the head of this music corporation, that's calling the shots, they are the ones that's fucking up the business. They are the ones wasting your money, Mr. and Mrs. Investor, in the music industry. Okay? Making bad decisions. Because in all fairness, the music industry is a worldwide industry. What they call themselves? UMG, the Universal Music Group. It's a worldwide industry. Why would they need to take money from outside investors to further their business in the first place? There's so many artists out there. So much money supposed to be a make. But the business itself is being poorly managed. Go back to the beginning of the reading. This reading. And listen to my speech as well that I was making while I was eating my food. Because I don't talk shit. Maybe it might open your eyes. I'm talking to you, Mr. and Mrs. Investor in the music business. They're losing you money. They're not making any money. They didn't spend the money on anything. There was no money made. Cards are there for yourself. Not even the children are interested. That's how lame the music industry has gotten. Not even the simplest minds of the human family want to listen to that. So what does that say about the brains behind the operation? It's not a good look. It's not the first time that I'm having this conversation about the music business. It's just that there was never really no cards to express what I'm saying in the card form. But see, I said all these things before the cards came out. Here the cards come out talking about the children. I understand what's happening. And if you guys were listening to me uh in the other readings, when I say what I say about the music business, anybody who's paying attention can see that I know what I'm saying. Only people who are not paying attention or people who want to lie will make it seem like I don't know what I'm talking about. But this front yard money earned, money spent part, that's even worse than I anticipated. I know that they were making less money, but I didn't realize they were making so little money that they couldn't even give you returns on your investment. They have to lie to you and say, yeah, we got some money, but we spent it on that, whatever they claim they spent it on. It's lies. They're not making any money. So, government interference, I believe this is the investors. Let's see. Who we got at the bottom of the deck? We got scattered. You're scattered. Your head is scattered. You don't understand what's happening. It's like something is telling you that there's something going on, but you don't really know. You can't believe that these people would be lying to you. You can't believe that the music business, a worldwide business, would not be making enough money to pay you your money. It's mentally shattering. Believe it. They're doing that bad as heads of the industry. They could even be saying the money scattered too. They got money, they made money, but they invested it here and here and here and here. It's all lies. But let's find out. Government interference. And I don't have an investor card. How could I not make an investor card? I knew there was more I was supposed to be putting on there, but okay, so we got the messages: bank teller, a male bank teller, or these are the people who's supposed to go after the money. These are the people in charge of the money, and male energy is going after it. Look, identity thief, embezzlement, it's an inside job. And we got offshore bank. So not only are these people lying to you and telling you that they didn't make any, that they made money and they spent it, they didn't actually spend it on anything at all. They sent it offshore because the music industry is making so little money. They are trying to take whatever they can get for themselves. So if you have put money into the business and you expect returns on your investment and they're telling you that they spent the money here, there, and everywhere, and that's why you can't get no returns on your investment at this time, it's all lies. Not only did they not spend the money on anything to further the industry, they actually are banking it for themselves in offshore accounts. because they know they're doing a shit job. So they don't give a fuck about you and your investments. They're putting themselves first. There's no honor. So on top of them wasting your money, badly investing it, badly managing the music industry, they're now stealing from you. The underlying issue, we got bank manager, deposit, illegal activity. They're stealing your money. They put it in a hiding spot. Offshore bank. Stolen documents and money. Withdrawal. They took it from whatever they did make and sent it overseas where you can't even find it. And they probably have it in a different name, identity theft. So whoever been banking your money, they sent it overseas and it's stored in under a different identity. They made it that hard for you to find the money. Your money. Mr. and Mrs. Investor in the music industry. Okay? They embezzled your money and send it to an offshore bank. Right? Right. This concludes our this investigation. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Until next time. Bye-bye.